It's only entertainment.
All right, what up, y'all, man? I got my guy Aaron Simpson on here with me, man. Special guest, man. This one been in the works for a couple months now. Busy
Wow,
schedules, but we got it going.
for sure, for sure. Hey, man, I appreciate you for having me on here, dog. You know,
Listen,
like I told you earlier before we started recording, this is big time. So I'm glad that you even thought of me. You get what I'm saying?
man,
So that's big time. Appreciate you, boy.
no doubt, man. No doubt, man. I just got to give a quick intro for some of the guests who some of the
Mm,
viewers who don't maybe know who
right,
you
right,
are.
for
Uh,
sure.
they probably know you under Simpson Elite. And but me
Damn,
personally,
hey, them
they
facts, them facts,
know you under
them
Simpson
facts.
Elite. I know
Yeah.
you as one of the killers, man. One of the
Mm-hmm.
basketball royalty in Lake County, man. And
Mm-hmm.
we just got to give you your flowers. That's what part of this show is all about, is giving dudes their flowers, man, and just and knowing that things don't end right here. You got a lot of stuff that you got going on, and I'm excited to
For
just
sure.
see where that goes, man. He led the state in scoring senior year. What was it, 27 points per game?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
27
Just
points
about.
per game.
Just about.
That's not very easy. That is not easy at all. Third in Mr. Basketball voting behind Jabari Parker, and I believe it was Keith Carter. I believe it was Keith Carter, Rizzo
Yep.
East. Somebody I
Mm-hmm.
think you grew up playing AAU
Yeah,
with.
don't let him hear that. It was Jabari, me, there, Keith. Yeah, yeah. Jabari, me, there, Keith. He'll be all
Okay,
right.
man. Man, yeah. And JUCO All American at Lincoln, man. Scored a lot of points there and started 30 games for DePaul in 2 years, man. That's like a Chicagoland area kid's dream to play for DePaul and represent the city, man. So um, incredible accolades. I could go on for days about this stuff, but we got to actually get into the show, man. So once
My
again, I
dog.
appreciate have you being on here, man, and looking forward to this, man.
Most definitely.
But let's start off with basketball in Lake County, man. Like I said, to me, I mean, I'm not from Lake County, but you seem like you are
Mm.
basketball royalty. You come from a basketball family. Brother Mike played, and you come from a basketball background. So just talk about basketball in Lake County.
Um. Well, I mean, when I was growing up, I mean, the guy, we all looked up to was Jeremy Richmond, right? We in sixth, seventh grade. All you hearing about, yo, it's the 6'6" kid from North Shore coming to Waukegan, and we hear he going, he committed to U of I. I remember I went to go watch him play, and the aura he brought to the game, the swag, him being long, lanky, and then just the way people gravitated to him and the way he just
Mm-hmm.
like demanded the game. I'm like, that's gonna be me. I don't care. Hey, look, that's gonna be me, right? So, and even with that, having Brandon Paul, Linzel Smith,
Yep.
uh, Osceola Clark, um,
Yep.
uh, Rodney Clenskill, design all the ZBs, and
Yep.
and you can't forget about the Lake Forest legends, and Matt Vogrich. He ended up going to Michigan.
Yep.
Your boy, and then your boy Ben Bruss. Like it was a time. You get what I'm saying? It was a
Yeah.
time, and I'm just like I want to be mentioned with these dudes. So
Yeah.
obviously, as I got older and progressed in my game, it was a no brainer that I wanted to be able to be one of them guys and take my team to that next level and to be on a level with those guys and be mentioned with them. So it was definitely a time growing up in Lake County for sure.
Yeah, man. You talked about Jay Rich, man, a guy that I got a personal relationship as well, and everything you just said was spot on. Especially like the
Mm-hmm.
the gravitation towards him, man. He's been the one since he was the sixth, seventh grade. What I'm saying, committed to Illinois, going into the eighth grade year. So like everybody kind of gravitated towards him, and he always lived up to what the expectations were.
Facts
Um,
only.
that's awesome, man. Like I think of that time like the golden age, like Jay Rich, Brandon Paul. Like talk about those battles, man. Talk about some of those battles that you got to witness, bro.
Dog. Brandon was one of a kind, dog. Just the way he played was it was simple, right? Everybody want a game that's sexy. Everybody want to start
Uh-huh.
highlight. Brandon got to his spots, right? Brandon picked his spots, and Jay Rich was more of the showboat type. He blocked your shot, he gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? He gonna tell you you got to come back down here or don't.
Right.
So I got to watch them battle twice, but the obviously the biggest one is the super sectional game at Waukegan.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Back and forth, dog. And you can't You can't script it, dog. They both was going to U of I, both prominent. Brandon Paul won Mr. Basketball that year.
Yeah.
Jeremy, obviously, he's in a running to win Mr. Basketball either that year or next year, which he obviously wanted. But that game, it was back and forth. And then obviously that last 6 seconds when Colin Nickerson, my boy, I got to put y'all here. When he did a stupid, he went for the pump fake. Brandon Paul is one of them. DeMar DeRozan. You go for that pump fake, you're dead.
It's over. Yeah.
Brandon hitting with a pump fake, and Colin went for it. Obviously, Brandon went up there, knocked down 3 free throws, and everybody, even me, hey, this is over.
It's over.
Like,
it's over.
And then obviously the play when Jeremy Richmond caught the ball, dribbled it to the left side of the floor, and pulled up from half court, and lifeless. You can tell he was lifeless. You can tell he was in the moment.
Right.
Because if that was me, I would have been jumping on boards, Michael Jordan. But you know, he got it, he hit it, and he just got it and literally sat here and his teammates tackled him down. But that goes down definitely in the greatest game in Lake County history and one of the greatest games in Illinois history for sure.
My goodness, man. I can't think of a better basketball game that I've seen. I wasn't there personally, but I remember watching it on TV. That was a televised game. I remember watching that game, and that was crazy, man. So another crazy game was you having 31 points in 12 minutes, bro. Like what? Like seriously, bro. Like how? You talk about being in the mode, being in the zone. How the hell do you score 31 points in 12 minutes?
That was literally an outer body experience. Like I'd be up here lying, acting like, man, y'all was locked in, dog. That shit dog, that shit dead. I'm not gonna lie. I was literally in the moment. Obviously, so my thing about it is like, you know, we don't get no slack for killing players in Lake County. You gotta do with them Chicago dudes.
Mm-hmm.
My thing was, because I know we're gonna win the game. My thing was to always get 25 points to get out the game. Right. That was always my thing versus my conference. I always thought get 25, go up 20, let the teammates play, and we'll move on to the next day because nobody's gonna respect it anyway. So I'm going through the motions. Like you can, like the first 15, damn, like 20 seconds, I got 7 points. I remember I came down, got a layup. I think we got a steal. I came down. I'm playing off a ball screen. A guy hit me with an and-1. Yeah, I'm sorry, I had 6, not 7. My guy hit me with an and-1. So I had 5. So I had 6 points in like 15, 20 seconds. Mm-hmm. So in my head, I'm looking like, all right, I'm gonna just go ahead, get up out of here. So my guy, Gerard, threw me a ball on the fast break, and I'm going for a nonchalant dunk. And I'm like, I'm about to just get up out of here. He flipped me, right? Yeah, bro, I flipped over. I got up and I said, dog, you fucked up, dog. Yeah. Like, because, you know, at first I went down like, bro, did this really just happen? Right. So that moment I saw red. I'm not going to hold you. And that was the last time that's the last moment in that game I remember from like being in there. I can go back and watch it and see. But if I'm like in the game, that's the last moment I remember. Right. Just like I got flipped and then red.
Blacked out.
Saw red. And then the dopest thing was Scott Powers was there at the time. He was with ESPN. I don't know if he's still there with them now, but he was there. So it was funny how it worked out, man. And that's how God plan be working. Because I'm telling you, the plan was to literally get 25 so I can keep my average. You get what I'm saying? Keep that average, and because I was still leading the state. So I always want to keep my average, but I want let me get 25 and get out. And then literally that happened. I remember waking up, mind you, because of me getting flipped over and all that stuff with the concussion and whatnot. The protocol was for me not to go to sleep when I went home. So I'm up to like 3 a.m. I got school in the morning, dog. Swear to God, kid you not. I look up, and after the Miami Heat versus the Bulls game, they put my highlights up there.
Never.
Craziest shit ever.
I did not know. I knew it was on World Star. The shit was on World Star.
That's where it hit first. That's where it hit first. And if you think about it, that's what World Star was all about, fights.
Man, what, bro? It was sideways on World Star, man.
You hear me? So if you made it on some other shit, people think you're nice. People think you get what I'm saying? Because it's like we're not watching highlights. We want to see people get knocked out here. You get what I'm saying? So no, yeah, but yeah, that was definitely an out of body experience, and I didn't plan that at all, dog. No cap.
Man, that shit was. I just watched it before I got on here. I'm like, bro, because I remember that's all we used to do was watch highlights, bro. We used to love in high school watching highlights. Yeah, say I'm man, how the fuck is this? 31 points in 12 minutes, man. But you talked about not getting the respect against Lake County guys. You know what I'm saying? And I'm from Evanston, you know, north suburbs. So you don't really always get that same respect that you get in the city, man. Just talk about the difference between Lake County basketball and city basketball, differences and similarities, what people may not know, you know.
I just think the difference is Chicago most likely lean on their grit. You know what I'm saying? They lean on trying to shake you.
Yep.
They don't and they don't even got to be good. I know a few players. They weren't good, but you know they pull up on you. They ready to play. They ready to to show all that. And I think with Lake County basketball, it's more the IQ. I think they try to pick you apart. It's less plays in the game because obviously they running that clock down, trying to get the best shot. And of course, being in Chicago, we run. So a lot of teams try to take that advantage away from us by, ain't no shot clock. So they just moving the ball around. They damn got 15 passes before they get up a shot. Rather with Chicago, they want to match you. Right. They want to show you that, nah, we do all that and we with all that. But I loved it though. That's what I lived for. I think that's where you're established as a player. I think that's where you get your respect from. I know that's where you get your respect from. So for me personally, I was always conscious when you walk in this gym, motherfuckers, they own you. You get what I'm saying? And not to mention like the crowd, everybody, because like I said, we played at Whitney Young a few times in my high school career. Going up there and then obviously just playing in the Super Sections, playing Chicago teams. But it was always just like that. But I think Chicago, the difference is, like I said, Chicago lean on that grit and Lake County lean on more of an IQ level.
Talked a little bit about Simpson Elite, man. How did that begin, man? Like what? Because it's not just in one lane. Simpson Elite has different lanes that they,
we took over the different lanes.
Yeah.
So it started with my brother Mike, right? Mike had the idea because I was doing training, but it was on the side for kids I literally liked, and it was free.
Right.
Like, I'm in North Chicago with I'm training like 3 to 4 8th graders, 6th graders at the time, and I'm just whatever. And Mike was like, "Yo, we should do our own. We should do our own shit." And I'm like, "Man, how we gonna get clients, Mike?" Like, yeah, I mean, and I'm a realist. One thing about me, I keep it real. At that time, I've been removed from college for like 5 years, and 10 years from high school. These kids don't know us, bro.
Right.
Like, and I've never been the guy to lean on who I was. I think that's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never wanted to, hey man, I did this. You come train with me. Like, bro, what are you talking about, doc? Right. So I always told Mike, like, where we gonna get the kids from? He said, bro, they gonna come. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't down with it at first. So he was doing it, and then he told me to come again. And I went out there in Waukegan with him, had a few sessions, and I'm like, this decent. I like it. We did that for a while. Mike ended up leaving, I want to say in 2018 to go pursue his pro career out in San Diego. So he did that, and I'm left by myself again, and I'm just like whatever. So I rebranded it. I had put my own logo on there, which was the silhouette of me shooting at the ball. And I would just put on Instagram like, yo, in 2020, I'm like, yo, we training. We locked in. Simpson leaders here. But I finally put a logo on it. We never had, it would just, you know what I'm saying, word by mouth. I mean, you know what I mean? So it's just like, whatever. So at that point in time, I'm just on Facebook, Instagram. Yo, if you want to train with me, whatever. I'm not saying what I did. I'm just letting you know, I know what it takes to get to at least be one of the best high school players. Like, let's just start there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know what it takes to be a phenom as far as a 7th, 8th grade. Like, I've done that. I was ranked in 7th, 8th grade. Like, so I know what the kids now looking for. Everybody want to be ranked. They don't know it don't mean nothing, but everybody want to be ranked. So that's how that happened. And then literally, bro, I kid you not, like 2 or 3 months, I had about 25 clients.
That's crazy.
2 or 3 months, had about all of word of the mouth though. Everybody just telling, hey man, Aaron, my boy, he play. I'm not doing that. I'm letting them do it. Like I said, I'm not doing it. But that's how it ended up happening, man. Mike came back and we just came together. Literally brought in our guy Keith Ford, who also played in Chicago. He was a senior. I was a freshman. He was a monster too. He's our strength and conditioning coach. So we incorporated that into it. That's how Simpson Elite started. Training started. That's where we went from it.
Man. We personally, now as North alums, so we personally appreciate you, man, because not too many people come check for now as North kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, and every day in the summer, I'm looking up. You got years on Simpson Elite runs, showcasing him. I'm like, man, it's crazy to see, you know,
Let
a
me-
Niles North kid getting showcased like that, bro.
let me tell you something about Mr. Irby, right? Because I'm having my runs, and I'm you know, I understand, you know, you got to start somewhere. So with my runs, with Simpson League run, we wanted to get the kids that were good enough.
Right.
We don't want the top dudes because we know how that works.
Yep.
But at the same time, we need kids that can come up here and play.
Right.
So I hit up my guy Myron because he was telling me, "Yo, I know you're his dad. I know Irby, whatever." I said, "Put in a word for me, whatever." He sent me some highlights. I say, "Yo, Shorty can play." You know what I mean? I'm like, "Yo, like," and I'm in this space. Nobody talks about him.
Right.
So anyway, to fast forward, I hit him up like, "Yo, you interested in play?" He say, "I'm down, whatever." He a little nonchalant. I can tell he a little standoffish if he don't know you. Yeah. But I'm like, "Yeah, bro. Yeah, this is what we're trying to do. This is what we're trying to make it look like. If you could pull up, that'd be cool." We said, "That's cool." So the day of, because I guess his grandma was supposed to take him. So the day of, it starts at 12. He hit me up at 8 a.m. like, "Yo, my grandma can't take me." In my head, I'm like, "Nah, dog. So you finna flake on me?" Right. His next rebuttal, because mind you, when I read that, I automatically like, "Man, I'm mad." Like, you know what I mean? Yep. His next thing was like, "I'm about to take an Uber." Right. I say, Shorty, you for real? Like, you know what I mean? Because like I said, bro, I'm modest, bro. I don't look at myself as somebody that's, so I'm like, "You doing that for us?"
Right.
Like,
right.
And then he came and he showed out. And from that moment, I told him, "You got game." Yeah, like obviously we kind of built a little bit of relationship, not too many, but like not too much, but we built one. And I'm telling him constantly, "You're him. You're him. Like, you should be one of the top dudes in the state. Absolutely. You got to wear that. You got to wear that. It's a badge of honor. You got to wear it." Yep. But and ever since then, dog, if I say I'm doing something, he like, "I'm there. I'm there." And that's where I'm like, "Yeah, he a real one. He a real one." But I definitely seen it before all these websites were saying I'm like, "You've been him." I don't know what they look like, but to your point though, that's my biggest goal, dog. It's like, while y'all looking at them city kids or not, if y'all looking at them kids that y'all think is top dogs, I'm gonna go find the underdogs and show y'all like they're them.
They on the same level, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, they on the same level. It just probably you ain't seen them, or probably the school ain't sexy enough for you. You know what I mean? But that's just the plan, bro. We want to make sure that the kids that's not being seen get that momentum pushing up in their high school career. So that's big time.
Yeah, man. We salute that for sure, man. That's big time stuff, and I'm excited to see how the runs turn out this summer, man. You know, I'm in Phoenix now, so I'm not really on the ground, boots on the ground no more. But you know, I'm tuning in every time you post.
Oh, that's why you outside. That's why you outside. All right, you out there with KD them.
Yeah, man. It's not too bad out here, bro. It's big not facts. Too bad, bro. But yeah, man, I'm definitely looking forward to the Simpson Elite runs, man. I'm geeked up for that, man. So who's your favorite player that you got to watch recently, bro? Since now you in this, like you said, you in this space now where you watching high school basketball players, DJ Wagner, Jeremy Fears, Cam
You hear
Christie.
me?
You know what I'm saying? You seeing them guys
up
close.
So the political answer is obviously DJ Wagner.
Right.
That's just what it is. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm a person to where, like, I gotta see it.
Right.
I don't care about no rankings. I don't care about who your daddy is. And I was a fan of big DJ Wagner or whatever. So
facts.
Like I said, watch my Ann Wayne mixtapes, whatever. DJ Wagner. Like, that was just like, when that came on, you know, he about to go crazy. But I go to the game because they're playing who they're playing? Kenwood.
Yep.
And the first quarter, he kind of, you know, I'm like, oh man. Because at the end of the day, a kid can shoot 1 for 20 and you know he him.
Right.
You can tell the swag, the mannerisms, just the movements. You know, you can tell like he got game, he just missing. But with him, at first it was just like, oh nah, I don't see it, bro.
Right.
But late in that second quarter, he got to he step back three, coming around, pull up midi, going to the rim and one. And it's like he's moving his feet. One thing I was watching, his footwork is crazy. Every time he's dribbling, you watching 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. And I'm like, yeah. So you can tell he can escape out of any situation that he want to be in. He's comfortable with the ball, dog. He's tough. I like that. But you in Chicago, short. Yep. You in Chicago. Now I get everybody feel like where they from is a hood. There, I get you in Chicago, bro. Like you say the wrong thing, somebody, you know what I mean? So, but he out there talking gritty. He out there, he performing. But he nice, right? That's my political answer. Jeremy Fierce. I like him. They playing Cam Christie. You know, I gotta pull up to that one. Cam Christie, he was top 3 in the state, top 4, top 5, whatever. Christie hit a shot on the wing. And he get to, talking his shit. They go down. He do an in and out punch. I say,
yep, that
just happened. That just happened back to back. So, and then he liked the challenge, right? He liked the challenge. Like I didn't start playing defense to college. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I'm not guard. You got to outscore me at the end of the day. That's just how I looked at it. I didn't think guys was that nice enough for me to go guard them. It's like, I'm outscore you. But Jeremy, he was like, nah, I'm about to come guard you too. And I'm picking you up 94. So I was like, he got it.
Transition a little bit to the professional side of things, man. We all know that you're a huge LeBron guy. Huge LeBron guy. Man, talk about the LeBron James influence that he's had. Obviously, he's had influence on you on the court, but just talk about him as a man and a businessman, and talk about LeBron James influence for you.
I mean, LeBron. He just it's hard to even put Bron in words. Like Bron, dog, 2002, like coming on the scene, his size, his discipline, his steadiness, his headiness. I mean, him being ready, he performed day one.
Automatic.
Like at 8, because you have to think, like, he came out of high school. All of us thought we was nice, right?
Right.
Man, can we? Nah, you ain't doing it. But it was just like watching this man be 18, 19, destroy the competition, playing the right way. Because to me, I just want to shoot.
Right.
Bron was the one that influenced me, like, nah, making that pass sexy too.
Right.
Swear to God. In my head, I'm like, I just want to get up shots. That's what I'm here for. I put in the work. I put in the work to get up the shot. So that's what I'm gonna do. Bron made it more like, dog, you scoring 7 less points with an assist. That's dope too.
Right.
You trying to get a rebound. You trying to chase dude's shit down and block it. You know what I'm saying? So I think when I got to my junior year, is when I'm like, I'm about to go chase that shit down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Throw the lob up there. You get what I'm saying? I'm out here getting tattoos and shit. Like, let's just keep it 100. I'm getting tattoos, but it would I just wanted to be able to be a complete player. I think that's what LeBron got me on, just that systematic stuff. And I wanted to dictate the game.
So in the NBA today, man, we got a lot of great players, man. We got Luka, Ja Morant. We got a bunch of guys, man. Jason Tatum's. Who is in your current top 5 right now? Top 5 players that's playing in the NBA right now, man.
Out of the youngsters?
out of anybody. They could play 20 years, they can play 1 year.
Okay. I'm gonna go Joker. Giannis. Bron, KD. Who my 5th would be? Steph
Curry. Yep.
I'm gonna tell you why too, because I understand, like, when it's a new generation, you kind of give the new. My thing is, and this is how I feel about Bron. Until it's a clear cut. This is my thing. If you're still asking, it's LeBron. If they're better than LeBron, it's LeBron.
Right.
Because I'm 30. Trust me, when Kobe was 35 and Bron was 20, it wasn't a question.
Right.
It was Bron better. Kobe's still nice, but it's Bron. So the fact that y'all still trying to figure it out is Bron. I'm giving it to him every time. And that's the same with KD, same with Steph. If we trying to keep bouncing, because these dudes are fickle, bro. And I love Tatum. I think he gonna be one of my favorite players when Bron retire. Tatum is he flip floppy. Embiid flip flop. It's like nobody can be consistent for 4 or 5 years straight. So me personally, now my list don't matter, but me personally, I'm not gonna give it to people who's like, on the fence. And I just think the way Luka and the Mavericks lost the last 15 games was just bad. I ain't gonna hold it. It's bad. You add Kyrie. Now you did lose 2 nice pieces, but it's like you can't You lost to Charlotte back to back.
Right.
You couldn't get a game. So it's like, no, we're not going. LeBron ain't losing to Kemba Walker. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't respectfully though. So it's just like I said, man. For me, bro, I'm gonna stick with the guys until it's literally a clear cut. Like for me, Joker and Giannis been a clear cut.
Right.
Like,
I agree.
On a night basis, Joker and it's hard for me to say it, man. Joker and Greek better than Bron, KD. I mean, on a night-to-night basis, but anybody else, no,
right?
Because y'all be taking days off. I don't like that. I ain't cool on that. Because again, I'm a LeBron guy, 20 years straight. That's just me.
Right. It's got to be shown. You got to show me.
That's my standard now. So that's my 5.
Man, we talked about clear cut and how LeBron's clear cut. Right now, they got the number 1 draft pick clear cut, Victor Wembanyama, bro. What is your thoughts on this guy, bro? Because I don't think. I mean, I know I've never seen anything like him before, and I am beyond excited to see him get to the league and what impact he's gonna have. What's your take on him?
So his prototype is crazy. Like, you can run like LeBron. You got the height or taller than Greek. You can shoot like KD. You got the range like Steph, right? You got the you got the body control like Damian Lillard.
It's crazy.
And you can defend because you're 7'5". I mean, you go around him, I'm still blocking. Even the shit when he shot the ball from the left wing and tip dunked it. Like, you know, hopefully he has a long career, but he can be on, and this is how I look at it. He can be on pace as being the greatest player of all time. Will we ever, we say this every other, century or whatever, but will we ever see a 7'5" dude that can dribble, shoot, dunk, fillet with, you know what I mean? It's just like, bro, God, literally, this is the first player God to hit everything. You know what I'm saying? So it just, I really hope he's healthy, and I'm glad he got drafted by the Spurs because I think that'd be better for him. I'm literally about to buy, I'm not going to say the dates because I don't want nobody to pull up on me and go crazy, but I'm literally about to buy Vegas tickets because I'm going.
Got to.
I've never been to a summer league game. I've never, seen the shenanigans or whatever around it, so I want to go, and I want to go watch him.
Who is your all-time starting 5? You got 5 players to have on your team. Who are you going with for your all-time starting 5?
Bron at the 1. Kobe at the 2.
Okay.
Because he shoots better. Jordan at the 3.
Okay. Shit.
Now I gotta add in people that make sense. KD at the 4 because he can adjust. So he can play off the ball. So boom. My fifth. I need you out there, big fella. Who I want? You know what? I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna say Shaq.
I'm going Shaq. Okay.
I'm gonna go Shaq, right? Obviously we talk about spacing, but it's just like you got Jordan Kobe. Hey, you got Jordan Kobe. We gonna figure it out. No. All right, last one. No cap. I put AD at the 5.
Anthony Davis. I like that a lot. All right,
so I'm going Bron, Kobe, Jordan, KD, AD.
I like that a lot.
There we go. That just switched everything up.
Yep.
There we go. That's what I like right there.
I mean, shit, it's hard to compete with that. With that. But nah, bro, man, I appreciate you really, man, getting on here, bro. Man, I think this is gonna be an episode a lot of people like, man. I think that, the stuff that you're doing right with Simpson Elite, I think that stuff is necessary, bro. And once again, I salute you for that, bro. And I'm rooting for you always, man. If I can help in any way, always, you can reach out to me and we can get something going for sure.
Nah, most definitely. Again, thanks for having me, dog. Like, what you're doing is very, I think, important because, just people passing away and all this stuff that's going on in this world, being able to communicate and say how you feel and give people their flowers, like you say, I think that's very necessary. Because it's like you never just know when it's that person's time or when it's your time. So I definitely appreciate you coming on here and helping me out and getting my story out there. Because again, I'm never gonna tell it. Like,
right.
To me, it is what it is. But you was a bad motherfucker too. I remember looking up and I'm like, Shorty and yeah, he just had 30 tonight. He had 25 tonight. Like, damn, don't he got teammates, man? Why he catching up to me, dog? So, nah, you was one of the we didn't really talk much, but we knew of each other.
Right.
It was all respect and love.
Yeah.
So I knew of you. So when I saw you, we always spoke. But from afar, I paid attention, bro. I paid attention. You was definitely a killer, man. And again, dog, keep going with your journey. I love it. I can't wait to see more. I can't wait to see how it unfold and get better and bigger, because I know it is, bro. You did a great job today. You know what I mean? So again, appreciate you on getting me on here, man. I can't wait to see your success, dog.
No doubt, man. I appreciate that, man. Tell your brother Mike and him I said what's up, man. We gonna chop it up soon.
Will do.
All right, bro.
Will do.
Much love.
Hey, and if you need this is what I love about all the smoke. If you need help of me getting somebody on this joint, you let me know who you see, and I'll chop it up with them and be like, hey, man, this would be dope. This would be dope.
Yeah.
You know, so
we might got to get your boy Jalen Brunson on here, man.
Hey, I'm gonna have to hit him. I'm gonna have to hit him. He the toughest one, but I'm gonna have to, I would have to hit him. I would hit him. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna shoot for the stars. We're gonna shoot, man.
As you should. I got you though, big dog.
All right, bro. Much love.